Hey guys, periodically in the video, I refer to the snap and switch line as swap and switch. I don't know what was going through my mind when I said that, but I'm sorry. Anyways, enjoy the video. Good friggin' news, guys. SpongeBob is almost here. In a little over a month, I'm gonna be chilling with Robert and all my country friends with the new official LEGO SpongeBob set. This is a pretty big deal to me because even though I love my original LEGO themes like Bionicle, Mars Mission, and Hero Factory, SpongeBob was the first non-LEGO IP theme that I really enjoyed. Even if the world I surrounded myself with, aka millennial cartoon YouTubers, thought SpongeBob had passed his prime and was on a slow but steady decline to irrelevancy, I found myself disagreeing with them. I thoroughly enjoyed post-movie SpongeBob, and even my favorite episode, Enchanted Tiki Dreams, is from season 7, arguably one of the worst seasons of the show. But you know, looking at the state of modern SpongeBob, maybe those Mr. Enter types were right, but just called it too early. But I deny being a Sponge Boomer because there's still some new episodes that are okay, and not all aspects of postmodern SpongeBob are bad either. Have you seen the merch? LEGO discontinued SpongeBob in 2012, and then Mega Bloks got the IP, but I don't know shit about Mega Bloks, so I can't speak on it. But from what I've seen on YouTube, it definitely had an audience, and there are a ton of people nostalgic for it. After Mega Bloks lost the IP in 2018, Swap and Switch acquired it, and it's only been downhill from there. And to the 10 fans of Swap and Switch SpongeBob, I'm sorry, but how did Nickelodeon let this happen to you guys? The Swap and Switch SpongeBob line is awful, and compared to Mega Bloks was a huge downgrade. Sure, the sets being priced $6 ironically at a store named Five Below was a pretty good entry point for younger fans, but compared to the buildable SpongeBob predecessors, it just feels weird you guys got cheated that hard. I think a lot of people understand quality trumps quantity every time, even kids. But then there's me, and I bought both of them, so yeah. I'm going to be reviewing the Swap and Switch SpongeBob Pineapple Home set. As you can tell by the intro's light, there's not much to see here. I'm no stranger to Swap and Switch SpongeBob either. Last year I actually reviewed the Krusty Krab set released by them, and if you want to see what I thought about that, you can check it out. But to summarize, it wasn't a great set, unsurprisingly. I would show it off here, but I think I might have given it to a family member, or just straight up throwing it away. But I'm not losing any sleep over that. Besides, we have this to unbox. And now, finally, onto the set itself. Speed build time! And here we have the set complete, and in all honesty, I can't say I actually hate it. When you remind yourself that this is a micro build, it's not too bad. It does translate the shape of the pineapple pretty well. A cool reference to the original LEGO Pineapple House is that it uses the 3 palm tree leaves and radar dish as the pineapple crown. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but it works really well here. Maybe even a little better than the original set when you consider the scale of each one of them. And I do have to mention this again. Making this set $6 is a great entry point for younger fans who just want something to display and mess around with every now and then. And to give Snap and Switch credit, accounting for that puts them above LEGO in that regard. You and I both know for a fact if LEGO made micro builds of iconic SpongeBob locations, that they wouldn't be $10, especially if they came with a minifigure. Oh, speaking of the minifigure, just like most mediocre brick-built LEGO sets, the minifig happens to be the coolest part of this Snap and Switch set. This SpongeBob Snap and Switch fig has a great little bit of articulation in his arms. Each arm uses a ball joint similar to the Mixel joints, though on a much smaller scale, allowing you to pull off more dynamic arm poses. On top of that, his legs are almost perfectly color accurate. He actually wears shorts, unlike the original LEGO SpongeBob that had just solid brown legs, though they were smaller. I bought SpongeBob SquarePants, not SpongeBob Long Pants. Well, at least they rectified that in the new set.
His arms are not white! Sega! I mean Nickelodeon! God damn it! LEGO, get your shit together! Fuck!
Sorry. Let's just go back to the Snap and Switch set. The thing has issues, and I feel the price really reflects on the quality of the set. For starters, this set has stickers galore. I mean, it's not like the original LEGO SpongeBob didn't have a ton of stickers, but at least they told me where to put them. Here you kind of have to guess. Some of these are pretty obvious, but putting a single sticker over multiple bricks just feels wrong. Imagine wanting to take this apart to reuse the pieces in the future and you end up ripping the stickers on the set. You probably wouldn't care, to be honest, since this is just a $6 set, but I don't know. I can't recall a Lego set ever doing that. It just feels wrong. Oh, and one of the stickers didn't come off correctly, so it ended up ripping, and that was annoying to try and Frankenstein back together. The green hinge plates used for the set also feel weird and kind of ruins the aesthetic of the mostly orange pineapple. Like, they included orange hinge pieces, so why they randomly threw in some green ones as well? I have no idea. With all of these flat pieces out here, you would think they would include stickers to put on the outside of the pineapple house to make it look like it has some kind of rind, but they left it blank and it looks pretty bad. I know I keep talking about the stickers, but it's baffling all the interesting ones were saved for the interior. Most people, if they're going to display this set, are not going to care about showing off the inside, I feel. This set is just too small for there to be any real focus on the inside, honestly. Just to make a long video short, this isn't a bad SpongeBob set, but man, it sucks that for younger fans, this is the only avenue to actually get affordable, buildable SpongeBob sets. If you're paying anything more than $6 before tax, I would skip on this, but if you're a big fan of the Bob and you don't mind micro-scale builds, I'd say go for it. Or if you want to save your money and actually want a good pineapple house, either wait for the Lego one this September, or check out the Area X line of buildable SpongeBob sets. They lost the license in April and aren't making any more of these, so if you want to get it at a relatively good price, now is the time. I'll leave a link to the website by the name of Barweir that I partnered with in the past, so you can buy the Area X SpongeBob sets for yourself. That's all the time I have today, and thank you for making it to the end. As a special bonus, I'll let you in on a little secret. This wasn't supposed to be the original video topic. I actually saw in a Five Below store a few months back a larger pineapple house set by Snap and Switch, but the checkout line at Five Below was not moving for like 10 minutes, so I left the store. That was the last time I saw this set, unfortunately. And I don't want to pay extra for this shit, so we'll see if I can find one and make another one of these before the Lego Pineapple set comes out. Thanks again for watching. If you want to subscribe and share this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. See you next time.